With the stock market at record highs, are you prepared for the next downturn? Corrections can be unforgiving. Smart investors know diversification is the key to financial security. Noble Gold Investments make it easy to diversify with gold. With over $2 billion in sales, Noble Gold has helped thousands of Americans add gold to their portfolios. Open a qualified account today and receive 2 5-ounce Silver America the Beautiful coins as a thank you. NobleGoldInvestments.com. Don't let the next correction catch you off guard. NobleGoldInvestments.com. Right now, we are living under an attempted judicial coup, attempted judicial supremacy. As we've said many times on this program, the last 100 years, the power in America has largely concentrated in unelected bureaucracy and an unelected judiciary. We can look to other countries to see where this goes. Right now, in the country of Brazil, there is a shocking and a horrifying development happening. Remember, back in 2022, Bolsonaro lost by a razor-thin margin. As you might remember, he won every part of the country, except the poorest, the most crime-ridden, and the most corrupt corner of the country, the Northeast, where left-wing candidate Lula da Silva won. There was a ton of agitation. They had their own January 6th-like moment where they rallied in support of Bolsonaro, and it went way too far. And ever since then, there's been a gigantic Joe Biden-style lawfare crackdown. Judges in Brazil have exerted far more power than even in the United States. Judges and counties attorneys general, equivalent, have imposed sweeping speech controls on X and other speech platforms. Now, Bolsonaro is going to be put on trial for supposedly plotting a coup. President Lula said today that it's Bolsonaro's duty to, quote, prove his innocence. It's not innocent until proven guilty. It's guilty until proven innocent. This is in a country of Brazil that we allegedly call an ally. If Russia were to do this, we would sanction them. If Brazil does it, why are we putting up with it? And the answer is we shouldn't. Is the U.S. State Department, Marco Rubio, and President Trump should issue tariffs and, if necessary, sanctions on Brazil for this kind of reckless, immoral behavior. But even more than that, this is a warning sign. This is what judicial despotism looks like. This is the type of behavior that should have no place in the Western modern world. They are going to try to put Bolsonaro in prison to have him die in jail as a martyr. The left believes in democracy, allegedly. But do you know what they mean by democracy? They think democracy is judges making themselves dictators. The judge is an avatar of democracy. They don't believe in voting. They don't believe in the will of the people. They don't believe in the sovereign. Democracy for a left-winger isn't elections or rights or constitutions. It's just being a liberal. It is a judicial oligarchy. These are all warnings to us as we now have judge after judge stopping President Trump from doing what he wants to do. We can look to Brazil and Israel to a lesser extent to see how the will of the sovereign is undermined on a daily basis. And praise the Lord, because when we dodged that bullet as a civilization on July 13th, this is where we were headed under a Kamala Harris presidency. This is where we were headed under a Joe Biden regime. If Donald Trump would have been shot and killed there is no guarantee that we would have won the presidential election in November. No guarantee if the country would still exist. They would have locked all of us in jail. They would have raided our homes. And what they are doing to Bolsonaro is exactly what they would have liked to do to President Donald Trump. And Brazil is a canary in the coal mine, a harbinger of things to come, a warning that if we do not stay vigilant, that if we do not take the midterm seriously and chase ballots and register voters, that we can lose all the gains that we have, because it is in a remarkably fragile state. That right now, a good man and a once duly elected president of Brazil, Bolsonaro, has to prove his innocence and is destined to die in jail.